Good after evening, everyone. Welcome to Just Wing It with Blake and Jamie. Just waiting on Blake. Hi, Ken. How are you? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Hi, Dee Dee. How are you? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Oh, good. I'm glad, Dee Dee. I saw your video with all the purses. I'm like, wow, that's a lot of purses. I don't own any purses. I just, I use a backpack. It's just easier for me to put it over my, because I travel all the time. Aw, Bentley is in here too, just can't comment with the Switch. Aw, thanks, Bentley. Yeah, if I didn't travel, I'd probably have more. I'm really tired today. It was a long day. It's been a long week. Usually Blake asks me if I'm ready, and I texted him, I don't know, probably 5 minutes prior, and then I just sent him the link. So he must be really busy today. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for coming in. It's only halfway over. Yeah. Well, I mean, he is, and got. I'm sure this is his really busy season, being in landscaping. Well, thank you to Bentley for at least watching, even if he can't comment. Alyssa, where's your boyfriend? He needs to be in here. Yeah, we're gonna watch the or watch. We're going to talk about the Conjuring. Oh, you couldn't comment? Hi, Paprika. Sorry, I'm glad you're able to comment now. How are you? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. While we're waiting on Blake, what did everyone eat for dinner tonight? I had on Wednesday nights we get our free like dinner, late snack, and they always have a soup, a salad bar, some potato salad, a cookie. They had wine, but I picked the just the juice. The um, it's like a passion fruit juice. I'm not a big wine person. Although my one coworker had this wine at her house for my going away party, and I had some, and it was so good. Can you I think it was called Black and Blue. I forget what brand it was, and oh, it was so good. And I really don't like wine, and that was really good. But anyway, the wine here, I'm sure, is like regular wine. Homemade cabbage rolls and rice. Yum, Ken. I'm jealous. Oh yes. Ken made homemade cabbage rolls and rice. I'm jealous of it. Oh, Blake said he'll be there in a minute. Okay, good. Yeah, he was nice and to be flexible to start a half hour earlier since I'm on Eastern time now and it's just too early in the morning. I need to get to bed. I need my beauty sleep, you guys. So this Eastern time, it's hard. But then whenever I was on like Pacific time, then it was hard to make it because I had to work. So none of these time zones are frustrating. Oh, I haven't seen it. Paprika. I, for those of you that haven't watched the movie, we're gonna talk about Conjuring, but that's okay. You can, still chime in on your thoughts whenever we talk about the. Yeah, Alyssa, your dad told me. I appreciate Bentley. Hi, Francesca. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Yeah, how was everyone's 4th of July? Mine was nice. I got to be home with my family. It's always nice when I'm home with my family. I'm so excited. I hope you can still count to 10. I'm sure there's somebody and somebody out there that um can't count to 10 no more after the 4th. That's why the ERs are usually slammed on the 4th of July. When I worked as a floor nurse and I worked in the ER, I hated working the 4th of July because I knew it was going to be very busy with stuff like that. Dee says, my Independence Day was good, just chilled with family mostly. Oh, good. Beautiful. Good, Francesca. Yeah, it's so nice. And our friend my friend Nathan came and stayed with us too for a couple of days, and um, we made homemade ice cream and some other things that he made, like enchiladas and stuff, and so it was really nice. Oh, hi Renee, thanks for coming in. I went and saw the fireworks with your son. Yeah, I saw those fireworks, Renee, that you put on. It was so beautiful. We didn't see the fireworks this year. Tomorrow is free Slurpee day. Where at? Your work, or is that like at like a Sonic or something? Oh, 7-Eleven. Oh, I'm gonna have to find me a 7-Eleven. Is that everywhere or is that just around you, Renee? I love Slurpees every year on the 11th. And oh, yes, tomorrow's the 11th. That's my anniversary tomorrow with Ken. 26 years. Ah, got it. 26 long years. No, I'm kidding. It's been, I wouldn't want to spend it with anybody else. Oh, thank you, Francesca. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find me a Slurpee tomorrow. Three of them. One for you and two for your son. No, I'm kidding. I know how boys are. Oh, thank you, Paprika. Thanks for the reminder. No, I didn't forget. I would have saw the date, Alyssa, and I would have remembered. But when he wakes me up in the morning, I won't remember because he always calls me to wake me up, and I just growl at him because I'm not a morning person. I'm just like and he's like, "Why do you have me wake you up if you're gonna growl at me?" I'm like, because I need someone to wake me up. Oh, there's balls. So then you can, and then you just keep a big cup, and then you have a full size. That's smart though, Renee. You always come up with the good ideas and find the good deals. Yeah, that is smart. Blake is running behind. I don't know how he does it though. Works this hard, and I mean, he lives in Texas, and he's outside doing landscaping all day long. I could, I give him a lot of credit. I could not do that. I'm a wimp, but I'm slowly getting used to this heat. Living in Illinois and then moving to Georgia. I've been in Georgia 4 years, but sometimes the weather has still been kind of awful. But then the last couple winters, I've been in one in Washington and two in the other one I've been in Massachusetts. And here is Blake. Hi,
Yes.
Blake.
After so long, finally like so I'm on my iPad right now, and I apologize for being so late, but there's a reason why I'm not on my phone right now. So as you can see, I've got this projected on the wall, and my phone is connected to the projector here. Oh, there you can see. And so I'm trying to draw my favorite sports teams on there, and so far I've gotten three of them. I've gotten the Atlanta Braves right there. I know you know the Braves. And then we've got the Dallas Cowboys star. We drew that on the wall. And we've got we've got our Baltimore Ravens right there, you can see. And last but not least, we got Lucky on the wall right there. Man, that one took a lot of time, but we got it done.
Yeah, it's been hot, Renee. So yes, free Slurpee is gonna definitely hit this spot. Yeah, it is wear and tear on your body. I know. Ken says go Bears and Renee says go Hawks.
Hey, I like I like all these guys. These are my favorite teams, and I put each wall has the team color. So that's my reasoning for being late. I'm sorry,
It's all right. So wait,
but
your girlfriend or well, sorry, fiance, sorry,
she's
let
fiance
you
now.
yeah, she's letting you do that to your walls.
This is my man cave. I can do what I want in here.
You got a
She
man
has no.
cave?
I am the Lord. I am the Lord of this land here.
Oh my goodness.
So
She's in for a ride.
I I I I'm super excited. This is the coolest thing I've ever done. So
The the Ravens. What's the Ravens? Is that
the Ravens are Baltimore. That's that team I just showed you. It's not.
oh
I haven't painted it yet, but that's the Baltimore Ravens right there.
oh okay.
And see, look, I've got all the paints right there, and all the colors and everything to paint everything.
Yeah,
It's a
Francesca says a
kid
good
playing with his toys. You're absolutely right.
and Ken says that's a nice doghouse.
Yeah, it is. It's a great doghouse. I will spend eternity in here. So I'm with you guys. I'm here, and we're painting as we go, or we're tracing, and then we will hopefully we'll be done by
Oh,
the time, and we can see the finished product. So,
the
but
Ravens are your sister's favorite team, Renee. Hi, Tamika. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
hey,
Blake is just
Tamika,
showing
what's
us
up?
how. Blake is just showing us how he's making his man cave.
Yep, I know it's really dark in here, but I have to. I have to. I mean, if I put the light up, you can't really see the projector, so I have to cover it up a wee bit.
Ken says we've got Bob Ross over here.
It's a happy little tree, I'll tell you that. It's just a happy little tree.
But he needs a friend over there.
Oh man. You guys live in Atlanta, right? Or I mean
Yeah.
in Georgia, right? In
Well,
Georgia?
yeah, yeah, south of Atlanta, about an hour southwest
Okay.
Atlanta.
So that's my favorite baseball team, the Atlanta Braves. I like the
But
Braves.
I'm from Illinois, so Chicago Cubs are my favorite team.
Oh, gross. So, fun fact for you, the Chicago Cubs used to own the minor league team that's here in Midland, and they were called the Midland Cubs for a long time, but they sold them to the Oakland Athletics, and now they're called the Midland Rockhounds. But for a long time, the Cubs owned us as a triple A ball or
Oh
double A. I'm
wow,
sorry.
did
Yep.
not know that. No, I'm a Chicago fan of all the Chicago, the Bulls, the Cubs, the um
The Bears.
gosh, yeah, Bears.
So you're a Packer fan too, right?
No, no. Actually, some of my cousins were Packer fans because they lived in Wisconsin, and then my other cousins were Viking fans. So it
Oh
was
wow, that's all beef right there. You're all in the same division.
yeah. So we were always like um
Always at
fighting
each
each
other's
other.
throat.
Yeah, you're
But
not old enough to like the Cubs. What do you mean
I
old
I
enough?
I like I like the Atlanta Braves for baseball. The Dallas Cowboys are my favorite NFL team. Um, I do like the Ravens, but not as much as the Cowboys. Not near it. It doesn't. Not even close. Like I just every time the Cowboys lose, I'm ready to cry.
So wait, so did the Celtics actually win the like
They
playoffs
won the
or
NBA Finals. Yes, they won. They won
NBA?
it all.
Wow, so you're
They
happy.
are. I am a
And
happy man. That's why they're getting put on the wall over there.
well, I thought they're getting put on the wall because you like them.
Well, they're doing good, so it's not an embarrassment to have that on your wall. Maybe putting this Texas Tech one on here is embarrassment enough. And come on, I'm a Cowboys fan. You either love me or hate me.
Well, I got to I think I told you this. When I worked at Christus, they for our Christmas party, they actually rented out the whole Dallas Cowboys stadium for us. And
Oh wow.
half the field was like for the food and the other half
Uh-huh.
was like a bunch of like stuff to play games and throw footballs. And they even had ex-football players throwing um uh the footballs for the kids.
Wow.
Don't ask me who they were because I don't know anything about football, but there were some. They hired some of the former football players, Dallas Cowboys.
Man, I love sports. I met a few at a little event that they had here in Midland whenever I was growing up as a kid, and we have this football league here in Midland called the Greater Midland Football League, and it's for a bunch of little kids. I think there's like 9 teams, and it's for they're based by grade, or 2 grades apart, I believe. And yeah, I love football. I love That's my favorite sport for sure. And then basketball probably, and then anything else, and then baseball.
You like baseball the least?
Yeah, definitely baseball the least. It's just so hard to keep my attention watching it. It's really hard, and I struggle with that.
I struggle watching any sports.
Really?
Yeah, doesn't keep my attention.
I
When I
don't necessarily dislike it, but you know.
when I was a gymnast, I used to watch the gymnastics, like the Olympics and stuff for gymnastics and stuff. But um, I mean, that was when I was a gymnast for 10 years, but that was 20, 30 years ago. So
Mhm.
that was a
Yeah.
long time ago. Yeah, you're
Well,
not into sports either, Francesca. Yeah. That's why baseball is called America's pastime. Yeah. It's like, I don't
yeah,
know how.
it's past its time.
I love gymnastics too, and it was my favorite, and I was good at it, and but Ken got me to quit. Well, he didn't like ask me, but I wanted to quit because I was spending so much time practicing. Because right before I met Ken, I just qualified for the nationals, and
Oh,
I
really?
would have, yeah, I would have had to like practice every single night for hours and hours, and I was just like, yeah, I need to,
It's either the man or the job.
yeah, exactly. So, and I chose him. Oh, yeah, Renee loves football, but she loves the green team. What's Seahawks? Seahawks.
The Seahawks are cool. I don't mind them. They've got a really loyal fan base, and their stadium is really cool.
Softball and a little bit of basketball. I actually played softball too, Francesca, and I was really good. Well, I wasn't a good hitter, but I was fast, and so they would have me bunt a lot because I was fast enough to still get to first base and not get out. I mean, there were times I got out. I wasn't fast enough, but most of the time I still got
Right.
to base, and so they would just have me bunt, for they would hit because I was fast. They would put me either in center field or second base. And my last year that I played, I was actually a catcher.
Really?
Yeah,
Did you play like outfield or any of those?
well, center field because I was fast. They would put me in center field, um, and second base, and then
I
catcher.
guess that's why you like A League of Their Own so much, huh?
Yeah,
That's such a good
uh,
movie. I'm so glad we reviewed that.
me too. You might be
And
old enough to be a
The
cut.
Conjuring's today, right? Yeah, we're going over the
Oh,
Conjuring
yep.
today. Mm.
Yeah. I'm not into scary movies, and it's scary when you when you see movies like that where like it's very similar to The Exorcist and stuff like that. It's very scary because you know things like that ha I mean, there's evil stuff out there. Thankfully we have like the priests and stuff that keep um them
Keep them
away
at
and stuff.
bay. Yeah.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the movie they couldn't get the priest in time. They needed someone quick, but he was still able to perform the exorcism.
I
But
think
that just
so. This movie, it was so there was so much like fear factor to this movie that was. I mean, it's not like anything else. whenever you saw this, it got a rated R rating simply because of how scary it was. If you remember watching it, there's hardly any blood. There's uh, there's no hardly anybody dies, and I think the dog is the only death in the movie, right?
Well, and the birds.
Oh well, the birds, yeah. But I mean, and there's little to no cussing, no nudity. That's the part about the movie that it got a rated R rating just because of how scary it was. So I totally understand what you mean. Like that stuff is real, and I mean, depending on what you believe or not, it's to me personally, the paranormal is my scariest form of like horror and all that. I'm not really scared of serial killers or monsters or anything, but when you start talking about ghosts and paranormal things that I actually believe are real, then it scares me.
Yeah. Well, and it's I it kind of hits home because we have something going on in our house. Um we think it's the old guy that died in our house, and he's not been mean. Like I don't think it's a demon or anything, but um I mean, Alyssa says she sees boxes moving around, boxes and stuff, plus then the TV, like the video that I put up for the TV. um
Uh-huh.
Francesca actually said we need to um get a priest to bless her house. But all of the Catholic churches, because I'm Catholic, um, are like more than a half hour away. I don't know if they would come out and actually do bless our house a half hour away.
I
Maybe
don't see why they
I don't know.
wouldn't, but I mean,
Yeah,
you would have to ask, I think.
yeah, yeah. It was a
Maybe if you
massive pet
tell them,
trip.
I'll pay your per diem, like, whatever it costs you to drive out there.
Yeah, Alyssa's always seen things, and it's crazy because I've never, even though I'm Catholic and I know like there's afterlife and everything else, I've never really thought if I believed in ghosts and whatever. But like when I was in my house in Illinois, there was Alyssa would see things or hear things and all that. And when um, oh, as long as we give them a donation, Francesca, yeah, I'll have to do that then. Because even though he's not like a demon or bad, it's probably still good to bless well, it's always good to bless your house. My mom always gets things blessed. But
Blessings.
yeah, blessed things. And that's always a good thing. But like I don't know, like Alyssa's always seen things and heard things. Like when my brother died, she saw my brother twice. And
That's pretty
like
crazy.
the first time she saw him, she didn't know he was dead, because we didn't tell her until the day after, because she was little, and it was he died the day before Halloween, and I didn't want to tell her until after Halloween so she could enjoy trick or treating and stuff. And she saw him, but she didn't tell me that until a little bit later that she saw him. But she's like, but I saw him before he died, Mom. And I'm like, what do you mean? Well, yeah, he died
Mm.
on Halloween. I'm like, no, he died the day before. And he's like, oh, well, yeah, I saw him then. And it was, and then she saw him, I think, a week later or sometime later again. And then that was the last time she seen him.
I think it sounds like your daughter's like Lorraine Warren. She's the new
Who's that?
Lorraine
Who's that?
from the
Oh, the
movie,
one,
from The
oh,
Conjuring.
the wife. Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
her name was. Oh, wasn't her name
it's Ed,
Laura?
Ed, Edward and Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Oh, I thought it was Laura. Okay. Hi, Kristen. Thanks for coming in. We're talking about The Conjuring.
That's it. Well, we're winging by, but and you're also watching me trace my mural before I paint.
Kristen's from Texas too, so she's probably
Yeah, go
appreciating
TT.
it.
Rectum Tech.
she, but she lives in San Antonio, so she's a little further away from you.
She's probably
But
a USAT fan.
I don't know. What are you, Kristen? Um. So what would you the people that have watched that movie? What would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 5? I would say a 3, just because, maybe even 2.5, just because I really don't like scary movies, but it did like
Well,
feel like.
if we're gonna let um I think regardless, I understand that you don't like them, but for the movie itself, exactly, you know, like how they did it and everything, as far as its fear, what would you rate it in that case?
mm, okay, maybe it was good. They did produce it well, so I would say a 4.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely give this movie a 4. It's veered as probably the greatest horror
Oh wait,
movie of all
wait,
time.
it's
I was
are you is it a 4 out of 4
Yeah,
or
4 out
5?
of 4. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
giving it a 4 out of 4.
then I give it a 3.
You give it a 3?
Yeah.
I respect
Ken's
that. That's fair. I
Ken's
think it was really good whenever you think of how far we've evolved from movies with actual horror like that. Like compared to The Exorcism, this movie's insane, you know.
yeah,
And
I,
that's
I
just
did like
me personally.
I did like this one better than The Exorcism. Kristen says, nope, I went to TT for 2 semesters, but didn't have the grades for TT nursing school that denied me. So boo TT, and I hated the constant dirt blowing.
So boo TT.
But
That's all right. Fair enough. I can respect that. It's that West Texas wind. Not everybody's built for it, baby.
yeah, so I guess Ken gave it a 4. I guess I would have to I have to just give it a 3, just because it was well written, but um
Not believable.
well, I guess it all depends if you believe in demons. And I do, but I don't. Does that make sense? I mean, obviously, if the Vatican will perform exorcisms, Catholics obviously believe in it, and I do believe in afterlife. I just don't know. I guess I'm just like, I don't know what I believe in that regard.
I can respect that. It's hard to know.
Kristen says, I think God, he got me out of there before I married an oil field or farmer. Hey, but they
Oh,
make good, they, you know, oil field
yeah,
people
and they're
and
gone all
farmers.
the time. What kind of life is that? You got a
Yeah,
guy
that's
that's
true.
never at home. That sucks.
Hey, I'm never at home.
I said guy. Your guy's always at home.
well, well, my guy is, but I'm not.
It's all right if it's a lady. The ladies are trustworthy.
So you're saying men aren't trustworthy?
No, they are not.
Yeah, if you believe in a God, you have to have the possibility of demons and evil. Well, yeah, and we know you're right, because there's evil in this world. I mean, you see it all way around, all around us, of all the evil. I mean, how can people like just be like serial killers and whatever else, and if there's not evil? Yeah. So but the good thing about like movies like The Exorcism and all that, and this movie, is that good always prevails, because at the end of the movie, they performed the exorcism and the demon went bye bye and wherever it went, and well, it went into the doll, but but and it was locked up. So that tells you that good is more powerful than evil.
I personally feel like it is.
Yep, you're
Although there
right,
may be an
Francesca.
that I feel like two bad things are but I think that they have a lot of power too, you know, like for every one good thing you do, the two bad things you did cover it up.
Yep. Wherever there's good, there's evil. Yep, Francesca. But the
Yeah.
music box played by itself.
What was your
Yep.
favorite or well no not let's not say your favorite scene. What scene scared you the most?
Um, when the lady actually, when they actually showed the lady, um, jump down on the daughter.
The girl when she was on the dresser and
Yeah.
she was like ah! Yeah, that scared me too.
Yeah, the, the
Yeah,
guys at
that
the
was a
wardrobe.
trip.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, it's um and what made me what worried me, I guess worried, I don't know if that's the word, is when the demon was gonna have the mom kill her own child, but then Lorraine was able to make her remember and make the human remember of the family and overcome the demon um and obviously the
Oh,
daughter
did we
never
lose
got.
her?
No, can you hear me?
Yep,
Can you
I'm
hear me?
good.
Oh,
I think we lost
okay.
each other. I can hear you. We're good though.
Yeah, so
Um,
but Kristen says, I fully believe in demons. Look at the so-called leaders of our country.
well, there's a point.
I I'm not going into politics. Let's leave it at that.
I'll stay away from it too. But I say yay.
uh, yeah, I mean, but in my opinion, I guess I'll just say one thing: all politicians are crooked. So regardless of what side you're on, I think they're all crooked. So there you
And
go.
stop pushing the agenda that if you vote third party, you throw your vote away. Push the third party. They're better than both the other two, that's for sure.
uh, well, you're probably not wrong there.
I'm serious.
The bad thing is it's hard for me to vote because I'm not. There's no way I'm home on a Tuesday, and I could do the mail-in early vote or do something like that, but it's my schedule's
No,
just crazy.
I
But
keep it tried and true, red, white, and blue, and I walk in there and cast my ballot.
yeah, I I wish I was gonna be home on a Tuesday to do that, but yeah, it's you're a good artist.
I'm just tracing. I'm really not doing much.
Uh-oh. Well, it's still, I don't think I could even do that, even tracing. I can't stand in lines.
Yeah, me neither. But I'm almost done, so well, I'm about halfway done.
Kristen just got back from a sailing trip in was it Bahamas? You went sailing in the Bahamas, Kristen? Or Bermuda? No,
Aruba,
Bahamas.
Jamaica, come on, pretty mama. Isn't that in Bahamas?
I
Aruba?
I don't know.
To the Kokomo. We'll take it fast and then we'll take it slow.
So since we're in baseball season, what do you do since you're, you know, on your
You
spare
know,
time?
I'm just over here like this, just kind of waiting for something to happen. I'm like, come on, sports, start already.
When
Yeah,
does
that's what it's like.
when does the next sport start? Yeah, paints his wall.
NFL
Yeah, right.
NFL starts in 9 more Sundays.
9 more Sundays. You're
I'm
counting
counting
down
them.
like
I'm serious.
I'm counting down to Christmas. But it's Christmas in July on Hallmark. So I get my Christmas fix right
Oh
now.
my goodness.
And my hotel has a Hallmark channel. So I'm
No
good.
Christmas in July.
Oh, Christmas in July is the thing.
Terrible.
Even though Ken claims it's not either. Stop, Ken. You're watching Hallmark right now? Yep, see, Renee knows. it, it's
Ken,
the
don't lie.
best.
You got it on the Hallmark channel right now too.
Francesca says, stick to your day job, Blake. You can't sing. Well,
Donna
the
Coco
scary
Mo.
well, the,
Hey, I
the
never
scary
tried,
thing is
baby. I never tried. Let me put on the what's that song that he sang in the Hangover? I take you to the candy shop.
oh my
I let
goodness.
you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that I want that. That's the Dan band. They're gonna be at my wedding. They cost a lot of money. I already looked it up.
And they'll come out and do a
Yeah, they'll
wedding?
play your wedding for 20 grand. They'll come and play at your wedding.
Holy cow, you better save your pennies, Blake.
Yeah, I'm gonna. And y'all are all gonna laugh, and I'll be like, hey, I don't even care. I'm winning.
Can we go live on your wedding day and we all be there?
As long as it's Wednesday at 6:30. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe. I don't see why not. That would be fun. But that's a long way down the road. I mean, we got a couple years until I'm gonna be ready for that.
Couple years? What the heck is your
Yeah.
does she know this?
Huh?
Does she know this?
Yeah, I told her I need to wait a couple years. I need to get settled in here. We need to make sure that we are prepared for everything. Like we haven't even had kids yet, so we're trying to do this smart.
Do it the right way, not like me and Ken did. Have an oopsie
Well,
in the
yeah,
shotgun wedding.
that's what you did. And that's it sucks, but it is what it is. I mean, look at what you got now. You got an awesome family and
Yep,
I've been
exactly.
married for a long time. At
Yeah.
least it worked
Yeah.
out, right?
Yeah. Yep. Got two wonderful kids.
Little
And Ken
chitlets.
yeah. And Ken always said, I'm not getting married and I'm not having kids.
Look
Well,
at you now, stupid.
he was a little wrong on that. 20, 28 years
Our
later.
survey says.
Yeah, Ken says you better get Hunter to sell your paintings, Blake.
Hey. I'll start painting some happy little trees.
And you're gonna need those happy little trees
Oh, that's right.
to pay for that band. Wow. So so are you trying to say I need to grow my channel now faster?
Yeah, because we need people to watch me paint. All right. We need,
Uh,
we need to grow this channel a little bit longer, a little bit higher.
okay, well, um, since he's painting, let's do some trivia for a few
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah. I'm cool with some trivia. I'm actually in a good mood for it, so let's send it.
Oh, you're in a good mood. Why is that? Because you're painting your man cave?
Yeah. What's it to you? You gonna come over here and rain on my parade?
No, I'll keep you in a good mood.
Yeah.
All
Hell
right.
yeah.
What city offers tourists a handshake with an anim animatronic LBJ and respite at the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center? Oh my gosh, that's a lot. That's a lot to say. What city offers tourists a handshake with an animatronic LBJ and respite at the Lady Bird Johnson Wildflower Center?
Hmm. I don't know that one.
It was anybody in the chat?
Ba, ba, ba.
It is Austin, kind of around your neck of the woods,
I didn't
five
know
hours
that.
away. What Sopranos star died in real life in 2000 and on a Sopranos episode in 2001?
I
How
didn't
did
know
he
anybody
die?
died.
Oh, because they film it probably way, way ahead of time. I didn't know they filmed things a year. Well, I guess they would have to. The main character. I wouldn't even know who the main character is, so you got to give a name. Nancy Marchant is the one who died. What
Nancy
U.S.
Marchant.
Yep. What U.S.
I wonder if she was
president?
a main character.
I have no clue. I've never watched The Sopranos.
Me neither. I know some
What?
people that really like it. They have a huge cult following.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that like The Sopranos. I never got into it. What U.S. president said Christmas had begun? Uh, what U.S. president said Christmas had been ruined by a Trivial Pursuit question, quoting his mom, who wished she'd remain remained a virgin?
Oh
Wow.
goodness.
It's,
Sounds like something with Bill Clinton.
no, way before Bill Clinton. What
Abraham
U.S.
Lincoln.
After Abraham? What U.S.
Uh,
president said Christmas had been ruined by a Trivial Pursuit question, quoting his mom, who wished she'd remained a virgin? That's kind of.
he must be really famous. Roosevelt.
I don't know my. Yes, Renee Carter, Jimmy Carter. Very
That
good.
wasn't way, but that wasn't way after Bill Clinton. That was the president right before him.
What? See,
Yes,
I don't know my
you're just
history.
you did me so dirty.
So don't trust me.
I was like,
I just
how
have
long
the
has
answer.
trivia been around?
Who quit a Pulitzer-winning New York Times gig in 1994 to write her novel Object Lessons? Oh, Renee says Carter was right before Reagan.
uh, Carter was before Reagan. I thought he was after Reagan, and then it was Bill Clinton, right? Or no, it
Oh,
was no, it was no, it was HW after Ronald Reagan. I think she may be right. It may have been. I think it was Jimmy Carter. Yeah, in the early '80s, Jimmy Carter, then Ronald Reagan, then George H.W., and then Bill Clinton. That's probably right.
yep. Jimmy Carter, then Ronald Reagan, then Bush. Yep.
Yeah.
Who quit a Pulitzer-winning New York Times gig in 1994 to write her novel Object Lessons? I don't know who this person is. Any guesses? Anna Quindlen. I've never heard of her. That doesn't mean anything though. What gas guzzling SU Okay, Ken, you better know this one, car guy. What gas guzzling SUV did Sierra magazine dub the Ford Valdez?
That doesn't
Ken
sound
will
like a very inviting name.
maybe maybe that's why they changed it. Not the Explorer, Ken. What gas guzzling SUV did Sierra magazine dub the Ford Valdez? Not the Expedition. You got it almost. You're getting close. One more, Ken. It was the Ford Excursion.
Oh,
What?
really?
Yeah.
What was it dubbed? What was the name?
Ford Valdez.
Huh.
What desert must competitors trek 150 miles across in a 7-day period to win the Marathon des Sables? What desert must competitors trek 150 miles across in a 7-day period to win the Marathon des Sables? Not the Mojave.
Sahara.
Yes, very good, Blake. Very good.
I just picked the only other one that I could think of.
What famed border river ran dry before reaching the sea in 2001 as a result of drought and diversion for irrigation? What famed border river ran dry before reaching the sea in 2001 as a result of drought and diversion for irrigation?
Hmm.
The Rio Grande. Very good, Ken. The Rio Grande River.
I didn't know that.
Who Who wasn't worn out by hosting the holiday sock party on the WB in December 2001? This is a crazy one. Who wasn't worn out by hosting the holiday sock party on the WB in December 2001? No, not Casey Kasem. It was the holiday sock. What nation's farm union leader coolly noted that the only way to get rid of foot and mouth disease was to slaughter the whole country? Oh, wow.
What?
Yeah. What nation's farm union leader coolly noted that the only way to get rid of foot and mouth disease was to slaughter the whole country? Not
That's
China.
that does sound like something China would say. Russia.
Any other guesses?
I said Russia.
Oh, not Russia. Nope. It was Britain. I wouldn't have thought Britain would say something like that. Okay, what novelist drew flack for basing his closet homosexual Abe Ravelstein on a former colleague? What novelist drew flack for basing his closet homosexual Abe Ravelstein on a former colleague? Oh, wow.
I did it. I don't know if y'all can see it. Can you see it?
Yep, it
I'm
looks
all
good.
done. Made it right before we finished. Cool.
That's awesome.
Woo-hoo. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that looks
The
super cool.
answer to that was Saul Bellow. I've never heard of that. But okay, what
I don't think
fluid does
anybody
the
else did.
probably not. What fluid does the Alcor Life Extension Foundation freeze heads in?
Freeze heads?
Yeah. What fluid does the Alcor Life Extension Foundation freeze heads in?
Dry ice.
Mm-mm. I wonder if
I don't
dry
know.
ice, liquid nitrogen, isn't that what dry ice is, how it's made?
Yeah, isn't it? Isn't liquid nitrogen? I don't
A
know.
form of dry ice? I don't know. What resurgent parlor dice game has been called part female bonding agent, part bridge for the brainless? What resurgent parlor dice game has been called part female bonding agent, part bridge for the brainless? Never heard of that. I don't think I've heard of this game. Ken, get ready for the quote for me. Any guesses on what game that was?
I'm not sure of that one.
It was Bunko. I don't know if have you ever heard of Bunko?
Bunk.
Okay.
That
The huh?
game. I don't know how to
Okay,
play
you're
it.
you're breaking up. What did you say?
I didn't say anything. I was listening to you.
Oh, oh, okay. All right. The riddle of the night, you guys, is which vegetable is actually bad for you?
A vegetable that's bad for you. All of them, because they don't taste good. If it doesn't taste good, it's not good for you. That's what I've always said. There's a reason it don't taste good. Just saying.
Oh, not garlic. Any other guesses?
Which vegetable is bad for you?
The
The
answer is
tomato.
no. That's a good guess. It's candy corn.
Oh my goodness. I'm over it. That was a good one, actually. I like that. That was good.
All right. Any last words for the chat, Blake?
Man, just keep on keeping on. Hopefully by next podcast we will have other stuff up. Uh
Oh,
we didn't pick a movie.
yes, we forgot to pick the movie before we did. Before we go, real quick. Any any recommendations from the chat, real quick?
What was one that they recommended? Um why don't we just hit another classic or something?
How about that one from Georgia, Ken? That's a classic. Gone with the Wind.
Oh wow, that's a good one. Somebody even asked us to pick that one too.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Is everyone okay with Gone with the Wind, or or do you want something
Yeah,
different?
I'm cool with that. Gone with the Wind is good with me.
Alyssa says Breakfast
Oh,
Club.
Alyssa said Breakfast Club. What a good one. That's a good one. Man.
Oh, Ken's
I
good
mean, I'm
with
good with Gone with the
Gone with the
Wind.
Wind. Uh, Everybody
I
else
don't
okay
want to
with
make it
Gone with the
difficult.
Wind? Okay, well, it sounds like Gone with the Wind it is. I
Whoop,
don't have
whoop.
anybody saying nay. All right, and thank you everyone for being so interactive. It makes our job so much easier and keeps the chat going. I appreciate you all. Remember, you're all beautiful inside and out. Don't let anyone make you think differently. And the quote of the night is from Aesop: Adventure is worthwhile. Yes, it is. And everybody have a great adventure. Good, good
All
night,
right.
everyone.
Bye.